Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program is brought to you by Tennova Healthcare. Tennova has 6 acute care hospitals across East Tennessee, plus a number of specialty healthcare facilities. More than 1,000 of the area's top physicians call Tennova home, and its 5,000 employees overall make Tennova one of East Tennessee's largest employers. I've been telling you about Tennova for several years now. I trust them. I hope you will trust them too. Learn more about Tennova Healthcare by going to tennova.com as soon as the show is over. Not now, but give us 40 minutes and then go check it out. All right, back with Bob, Mike, Chuck, and Jimmy. Josh Dobbs is a junior, and one would think that he will be back for his senior year. He seems like the type of kid who would stick around even if he has a terrific year this year. True freshman Quentin Dormady on board now. Juwan Jennings, another true freshman, he arrived for spring practice as well. He's had some off-field issues, may not wind up in the quarterback position. We'll see about that. Sharon Jones from California, on paper, looks to be the best of these three that's going to be behind Josh Dobbs this year, but he's getting a late start, wasn't here for the spring. Then you look forward a year and you got a commitment from Jarrett Garantano, who looks as good as Jones or better. I mean, you get a couple of these guys that, at least on paper and on YouTube tape, which can be misleading, look just fantastic. So the question is, and I know people are saying, how are you going to keep them all? I don't think they're going to keep them all, are they? Does anybody here think you're not going to have some transfers going on with this at the quarterback position?
I will bet you Bob's boat from Madisonville Marine that they will not keep them all. There's no way. Look at transfers all over the place. It could be Georgia's lost them, LSU's lost them, everybody's losing them. And so, no, I don't think there's any way Tennessee will keep those through the duration.
Is there a tampering rule in college football? Because, you know, a lot of programs would love to have some of these kids, but you got to get them on campus before you can get them on the field. And I believe a lot of this works itself out. But look at the distance they're coming from. New Jersey, California,
Texas.
If there's going to be some kind of homesickness settle in, that's the way it's going to happen. And just think how it would have been if Nathan Peterson hadn't transferred.
Or Nathan Peterman.
Nathan Peterman.
Him too.
Yeah, him too.
I'll look
You
into
sound like me, Chuck.
I'll look into the camera and guarantee there will be a transfer. That's the way it is, and I think that's why they took 3 quarterbacks in this class. Is you know it's going to happen.
Guaranteed, but not Garantano.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
I really think that it's inevitable, and I really think part of the reason is now, I mean, one, it seems like we're in an era where kids want to play more. Okay, I came to Tennessee, I'm going to be third on the depth chart, I'm going to go someplace where I can play.
Immediately.
And that's important to them. And also, these kids have come in with everybody telling them how great you are, and don't think some of them accept the fact that they're not the best when they get here. So it's, I want to play, and there's a little bit of an ego thing in it too, that, hey, I'm so good, I should be playing in front of this guy. If not, I'm going somewhere else. So yeah, I think you'll see transfers.
I got a scenario. Has anybody thought of this? Josh Dobbs, we all know, smartest guy out there, right? He uses his senior year, transfers to MIT.
No, I haven't thought of that.
Just throwing it out there.
I think you're going to have a lot of people, when this happens, you know that the hand-wringing is going to start.
Yeah.
And you'll have some in the media who try and make a big deal out of it, just to needle UT. But personally, I kind of view this as a step in the right direction if you do have some of these guys transfer, because it's showing that you're getting back to another echelon of football.
Yes.
I mean, you think back to Peyton Manning and Brandon Stewart and Todd Helton. Todd Helton gave up football for baseball. Brandon Stewart said, I'm going to Texas A&M, and actually did you a favor by knocking off Kansas State. I think that this is a positive.
Oh, yeah. Imagine what kind of shape your program's in if you had this much talent with every position group. You're in pretty good shape as a football program
Well,
if
you
you've got
assume
that
you've
much.
got that much talent.
Yeah,
I mean, let's let them watch
right.
them play a little bit first, because a lot of Tennessee fans may be going, okay, when's he leaving?
But the thing that has changed since Tennessee's last run of glory, let's say that mid to late 90s, you are seeing more kids transfer. You're seeing more kids go pro early. You know, you look at LSU. I don't know how Les Miles does it. They have great recruiting classes, but he's lost like 20 guys in the last 2-3 drafts early. And then you have guys transferring out. I think Tennessee fans and we in the media need to remember that you're going to see more of this kind of churn in the future than I think we've seen in the past, even in the glory days.
Well, sometimes the better you are, the more transient your roster. Alabama's had a lot of transfers, including running backs, which one of them's now at Tennessee. So, yeah, there's no doubt. And and those guys expect to play, and a part of it is not just the ego of the player, it's the ego of the parent. And that can contribute to it as well.
Great point. All right. When we come back, we're going to take a look at there are a few stories that are still bubbling out there, and we're going to discuss whether or not we're ready for these stories to die. Come on back on the Sports Source.